Today I'm going to be utilizing AI art in order to see what the bugs of Hoxie's look like. Okay, that one looks really cool. I've done this previously, actually a lot frequently, in terms of art for thumbnails. Usually making multiple different images so that I can cut them into a thumbnail, and I think they've looked pretty good from this. Some of them have been kind of strange. Some of these have been outstandingly good. I really have enjoyed a lot of them that I've made. Some of them have been a little bit strange, like when I was trying to get mini dwarfs. And some of them I've liked so much that I've actually made them as like my background. So we're going to be checking out some of the bugs of Hoxie's today, but we're going to see what the AI thinks that they're like. I have the wiki pulled up just so that we can actually go over what they actually say, and maybe we'll be using part of that description. First one I would like to try out is the loot bug though. I should also mention the AI that we're going to be using today is DALL-E 3, or at least it's part of DALL-E 3. It's actually the Bing AI generator because this one's free, and I've actually gotten pretty good results from it, so I've just continued to use it. You do have like weird tokens, because of course you do with Bing, so you get like 15 of these a day. If you're interested in trying this, I will try to link this in the description if I hopefully remember. Since we can't actually put a picture into this particular AI, we do need to do a text prompt. And these text prompts can be anything from just make us a loot bug in Deep Rock Galactic, which I have here, but I'm going to try to have some descriptors about it. So we have a good description of a loot bug saying that it is a large grub-like creature with many eyes and a chubby body. You can also get between 1 and 4 different pictures with this one too, so sometimes you get some weird ones. The more descriptive you get, the better usually. Alright, well we got our 4 little loot bugs here, where we have one that's playing with toys. That one's actually really adorable, although it does kind of look more like a slug crab thing. Okay, then we've got this guy who honestly looks pretty good. That's a pretty cute little loot bug. That one's not bad. He isn't too bad, I would say. That one is just like nightmare fuel. So, although it does look like a model, weirdly enough. Ghost Ship, put this in your next expansion for your board game. This might actually work out. Oh, I should mention I've also tried to make the dwarfs in this, and I've put them in different styles. I particularly like the dwarves in the 40K style. I think it actually looks really good. And there's so much you can do with this. So let's try a grunt and see what a grunt does, because the grunt is supposed to be like the most basic bug. Let's see how it spits us out a grunt. The loot bug is giving me hope. The loot bug is actually giving me a lot of hope, because those are interesting designs, even if they're not exactly a loot bug. Okay. I said a no-eyed spider and it gave me a bunch of spiders with eyes. These look kind of horrifying though. That does not look like a grunt. That doesn't look like a grunt either. That looks more like some sort of tick monster, like machine. That's another space spider. That one actually looks okay though. I kind of like the look of that one. That one just looks like it's straight out of a comic book that wants to eat your soul. So I kind of like it, but it's kind of horrifying in its own way. Okay, I would say loot bug, success, grunt, yeah, not so much. Let's try the slasher next. Let's tell it has blade-like arms and it has no eyes. Maybe no-eyed? Got it mixed up? Oh, whoa, okay, it did a whole lot better on slasher. That thing is terrifying. That is definitely blade-like appendages all across. It looks like it has like scythe legs. This one's actually really cool. I like the art style to it. I think it's got a bit too many legs though for a spider, doesn't it? It's got like 5 on one side. I guess the top ones would also be considered that. It's also got some other legs that are off in the background too. It's got like 6 legs on one side, 5 legs on another side, 2 small legs at the front and 2 legs at the top. That's a ton of legs. It does look really cool though. I like the look of it. That one is a pretty cool looking spider. It definitely looks horrifying. And that also looks horrifying. That actually kind of looks like it could fit into Hoxie's, doesn't it? I could see those crawling around on the ground. Some sort of bug machine hybrid. Maybe the rivals made it? Alright, let's try an acid spitter next. I really want to see what an acid spitter will look like. Red in color and spits acid at the dwarfs. I wonder if it's going to include dwarfs then, if I include them into this. It might. Sometimes the AI gets a little bit confused. Whoa, okay. That was fast. That actually looks pretty good. It doesn't quite look like what an acid spitter is in game, but it looks pretty good. That one actually is really cool. These other ones, I mean, that's just kind of it looks like it mixed the previous grunt with like the chubby loot bug, and it kind of looks like it did that with a lot of that one looks kind of creepy though, especially with its like hypodermic fangs coming out. And even the planets are bleeding? Up next, we got the Oppressor. So let's make an Oppressor bug from Deep Rock Galactic, a giant tank-like bug that is fully armored in the front, but has a weak point in the back. Will that actually show like a sticker of a weak point in it? Or will that not show anything? It doesn't really look like it appears to show it. Alright, well we have an oppressor. I can kind of see that being like a mech tank thing. I was worried it might make it into like a spider tank. And that looks to be like what we got. Although I am kind of liking the design of these. That one's pretty cool. That one looks more like a rhino beetle though. Ooh, that one's interesting as well. It looks like some sort of cyberpunk monstrosity. I kind of like it. Let's do a stingtail next. Make a stingtail bug from Deep Rock Galactic, a scorpion-like bug with a net tail and spikes toward the front of its body. Let's see what we get from that. Alright. I'm not really seeing the spikes. That is, well, I guess it has spikes at the front of it. Not what I was expecting. I figured it would actually do spikes like attached to it, not more like little arms. That is horrifying, whatever that is. It doesn't even look like a spider. I guess it doesn't have the net. It gave it like net wings. Not what I was expecting, and it has some sort of like gigantic, is that supposed to be like where its mouth is, or is this its mouth? Okay, that one's a horrifying abomination. That one is pretty cool. I don't see the net, and the spikes are kind of at the front again. I figured they would be up on top. That's kind of spikes on there. And then it's got like a grabbing tail? Okay, all horrifying monstrosities. None of them are quite like the stingtail though. So, I think stingtail is a no-go as well. Let's try an exploder next, but let's try specifically a radioactive exploder and see what it does with that. So let's make a radioactive exploder bug from Deep Rock Galactic, a green-colored bug that explodes into a radiation cloud. This should be interesting. I'm wondering if we'll actually get like a nuclear bomb cloud from this, or if we're going to get more of just a green bug that doesn't look anything like our exploder friend here. Okay, I wasn't expecting any of these. These are like way too adorable. This is, I mean, there is the radiation symbols there. It is a green bug. It is, I guess, exploding, or something's exploding on it. Then we've got just like a radiation bug bomb. Quite literally. Okay, I mean, it almost, it's kind of funny that the radiation symbol is not quite accurate. It's not quite accurate on any of these. It's all kind of scuffed. But that kind of fits. We've got, I guess, another bug that's stopping a radioactive explosion. Oh, it took cloud of radiation literally. It put the radiation symbol, or what it thought was a radiation symbol, some of these again are kind of scuffed up, and put it on actual clouds. Well, there's a bug that's flying on a cloud? Oh, I wonder what kind of creature it'll give us if we use the roller's actual name. Yeah, sure, we'll do the young. I'm really curious to see what it does with this particular one, because I don't think it's going to get this bug at all. Some of our other bugs have been pretty close. Some of the other bugs have at least looked like bugs. I think the youngling is going to be like the one that just doesn't translate well at all. Like, even if I say roller bug. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. We're going to get wheels. We're gonna get wheels on it. This one kind of looks cool. It looks like a jeweled bug, but it doesn't look like a roller at all. This one looks a little bit more like a roller, but not quite. I mean, maybe if he did. He has wheels on him. I just noticed that he's got wheels on the side of him. This one definitely looks like a toy. Deep Rock Galactic, sorry. Not Deep Rock Galactic, Galactic. It's close. It usually doesn't do well with words either. If you tell it to put words in, you better make it like very simple letters. And yeah, this is kind of the bug that I figured would show up. Just kind of the roller bug. I want to try out a bulk detonator. Make me a bulk detonator bug from Deep Rock Galactic. A massive bug that can explode into hellfire, destroying all the land around it. I'm really curious as to what we're going to get with this one. This is honestly the one that I was looking forward to the most, and what I would like to see the AI actually turn it into. This? I mean, I guess, kind of. This one looks pretty accurate. Like, it doesn't really look that much like a bulk detonator. But if you told me there is a bulk detonator bug and this is what it would look like, I could see that. Yeah, this looks horrifying. This looks like an endgame boss in almost any game. This one is pretty good too. I love the angry bug. Doesn't quite look like a bulk detonator though. It just looks like a super angry bug that is roasting everything. And this one doesn't even really look like a bug. I mean, I guess technically, like, this front part of it sort of does, but this other part just looks like some sort of gigantic bomb or something, or some sort of gigantic furnace. Huh. Okay, well, we did get one really, really cool bug, and I'm gonna say that that one's a thumbs up. That one's a good one to go with, because that one just, it looks awesome. Let's try one very last one, which will be the Dreadnought bug. Let's see what it gives us for that. Dreadnought from Deep Rock Galactic, a massive bug and one of the strongest bugs in the whole game, needing an entire team of space dwarfs to take it down. I hope it also gives us the space dwarfs. I really want to see an epic battle of AI proportions with the space dwarfs and with the Dreadnought. Okay, that one looks really cool. Yeah, that looks like what a fully grown Dreadnought should look like. I love the massive horns with even more horns on top of those horns. It looks super tanky. I love the fire in it too. It looks awesome. That one might be like my favorite that we've got right now, besides maybe the last one that was the bulk detonator. That one also looks okay. It's definitely more of a mech bug. I was hoping it wouldn't be mech. I don't know why some of the bugs keep turning into mechs. Maybe because of Dreadnought and maybe it looked up like ships? That's the only thing I can think of. That's a pretty decent one too. That one looks like it could be a Dreadnought. Definitely looks like it could be a boss in a game. Like, I could see this being in something similar to Dead Space. It's got about like 1 million eyes on it, it looks like. This one also looks really cool. That one looks like a much more regal, I guess, or royal Dreadnought. It looks pretty cool. There's even more bugs here, and we actually do have the dwarves here. So this one looks fantastic too. Alright, Dreadnought, total success. So AI can give us some pretty interesting art pieces here for bug designs in Deep Rock. If you guys would like to see this again, we still have plenty more bugs that we could go over and see what they were like. I would like to see some of the other Dreadnoughts, like the Hive Guard and like the Twins. That could be really cool. Maybe I'll pick up like 10 more of these and we'll give some descriptions to the AI here at another time. We could also even theory craft some bugs in here too and just see what we get. I would really be interested to see what they do. Even throw them into like another AI and tell us a story about them of how strong they are. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a really cool thing. I love messing with all these AI tools. They are so cool, especially for just generating different ideas, because I come up with so many ideas during the day, and this is a good way to kind of get them out to see how well they would work or how bad they would go. I do like this though. And again, if you want to check this out, I'll try to put a link in the description over to the Bing AI tool, and you can play around with this and make whatever creatures you want, whatever abominations you want here. Thank you guys so very much for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.